This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we come to you from wintry Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Down, he's coming.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff up the middle. Good one. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Watson eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Rodgers. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Stays on his feet. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now Watson going to change the look here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The guy's going complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Watson, escaping the pressure right. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, he'll hand this off. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Grabbed the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On play action. Now Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Fighting it off. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
A 39-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for the Jets.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And pass complete to Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this 1st half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Goodwin. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mecole Hardman, 39 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Alert!
3rd and long. It's Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets! Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Trucks over him. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, here's Hall. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 6. And again, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Here's Rodgers. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throws on target to Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Hall on to give up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the 7-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 28, Browns 24.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Hey, 24.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this offense on third down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's a give to Hall. And some room to run now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall. A 23-yard run. And the Jets are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
The score, Jets 35, Browns 24.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return will stop right around the 25. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Rodgers wants to change the look. Give to Hall running right. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A handoff for Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but
They practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Johnson. They find some open field here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Jets 45, Browns 24. Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 16.
Here's Watson. He's got a man, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time.
16-yard line.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not.
And it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, powering his way forward, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game, but give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
On play action, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 22.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The Jets advance to the next round as we say so long, everybody.